From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, December the 11th, 2020. Israel is said to have joined the International Security Alliance. This according to Israeli media reports. The ISA's mission is to combat organized crime, radicalization, violent extremism, and manage border relations. Israel is now the 10th member of the group, which includes several Arab countries with whom Israel recently normalized ties, like the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and most recently, Morocco. The Jerusalem Post cites Israel's public security minister Amir Ohana thanking his UAE counterpart Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan, with whom he said he has been working since the signing of the Abraham Accords towards this goal. Telling an ISA forum held virtually Wednesday night, progress with the Arab world alongside the excellent relations with our European counterparts will allow us to contribute to an alliance that touches on some of the most important issues in the areas of safety and homeland security. And response to yesterday's announcement of ties with Morocco from the Arab world, the Emirates, Bahrain, and Egypt, who all have diplomatic relations with Israel, welcomed the news, saying that it enhances stability and prosperity in the region and chances for peace. Oman, who does not have diplomatic ties with Israel, also welcomed the news of Israel and Morocco establishing ties. Not surprisingly, terror groups Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad called Morocco's decision a betrayal. The Palestinian Authority, meanwhile, seems to be keeping silent on the issue, at least for now. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke of the recent agreement with Morocco, as we reported to you, in his lighting of the first Hanukkah candle at the Western Wall in Jerusalem's Old City last night, after which the Prime Minister took part in a Zoom ceremony with the World Zionist Organization and representatives of Diaspora Jewish communities, telling them that the light of peace has never been so strong. We have many reasons to celebrate this Hanukkah, Netanyahu said. A happy holiday to you all. President Trump extended his Hanukkah wishes to the Jewish people, saying the candle lighting tradition that began over 2,000 years ago is rooted in perseverance and faith, two virtues that are indicative of the Jewish culture and the Jewish faith. He also noted the recent historic peace agreements in the Middle East. President-elect Joe Biden tweeted last night, sending, he wrote, warmest wishes to everyone celebrating in the United States and around the world. He wrote, we know things look a little different this year, but we hope these next 8 nights are filled with family, love, and light. Chag Sameach. And Hanukkah celebrations around the world, many of them virtually this year, of course, because of the coronavirus pandemic. In the Emirates, a number of celebrations, including in Dubai, where its towering skyscraper, the Burj Khalifa, lit up last night for the Festival of Lights. The event hosted by Rabbi Levi Duchman, the first Chabad emissary to the United Arab Emirates, with entertainment by Israeli singer Yishai Lapidot. Well, a table that was used against an anti-Semitic attack is now being used to celebrate Hanukkah. On the 7th night of Hanukkah last year, if you recall, a masked man broke into the Monsey home of a rabbi and started to stab guests who were gathered there inside for a Hanukkah party. One of them was critically injured, Rabbi Yosef Nieman, who died from his injuries several months later. Joseph Gluck helped get people out of the home and then went back in, picked up a coffee table, and threw it at the assailant, who then fled. Gluck also managed to write down the assailant's license plate number. A leader in Monsey, Rabbi Yisrael Kahan, posted a photo of that table that was broken in the incident Now, he wrote, the table is transformed into a menorah stand, replicating a dreidel with the Hebrew inscription, a big miracle happened here. Nes gadol haya po. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, December the 11th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, it's the film The Saga of a Photo, a love story that crosses borders. At 10 o'clock, a replay of our candle lighting ceremony tonight with Richard Schiff that is coming up next at 5:30. At 10:30, a replay of the Hampton Synagogue services and an encore presentation of the services from Central Synagogue. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, December the 11th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well. Happy Hanukkah and Shabbat Shalom.